This game will be played by the red team as the visitors. They are number 2, Nolan Cummings, number 3, Brian Dole, number 4, Zachary Laskowski, number 5, Evan Purcell, number 6, Magnus Sivertson, number 7, Campbell Wagner, number 8, Charles Ackley, number 9, Charlie Altunio, number 10, John Batnick, number 11, Tony Campisi, number 12, Jack Farino, number 14, Jack Jones, number 15, Ryan Lilly, number 16, Luke Mapleton, number 17, CJ Parisi, number 18, Zachary Pierce, number 19, Samuel Ruffalo, number 20, Zachary Steppich, number 1, William DeCaro, number 30, Preston Watt, and number 35, Evan Worsbach. They will face the home team wearing white, who are number 2, John Herbert, number 3, Evan Eisenstone, number 4, Liam Jones, number 5, Anthony Kloss, number 6, Mark Rollo, number 7, Rex Stokes, number 8, Nicholas Gartvendick, number 9, Matthew Dalkey, number 10, Thomas Davis, number 11, Ethan Dolorenzo, number 12, Jack Gerber, number 14, Benjamin Leto, number 15, Luke Lewis, number 16, Daniel McKay, number 17, Maximilian Cassiani, number 18, Marco Rodrigo, and number 19, Dylan Walker. Goaltenders are number 1, Matt Carr, number 30, Liam Casco, and number 35, Carter Crocker.
slot, still is Roy shoots, he scores!
We are live from the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville for the 31st annual AHAI All-State Games on the SHL Network. Good evening, everybody, and welcome into tonight's contest where the boys will now get their chance to represent the state's red and white. It'll be red, white, and the state's top players all come together in this all-star event. Alongside Taylor Ramel, our third member Tyler Rocky, I am Max Anderson, and along with our all-star SHL crew, we'll have the live game action for you here from the Edge. Just earlier tonight, we got our chance to see the state's top girls. Now, Taylor, we'll get to see the boys be honored in front of the whole state to put on a show.
Yep, we sure will. It's a successful culmination of all the hard work and effort these young men have put in all throughout the season, though far from over, as many of these young men still have not only their league playoffs, but the state playoffs upcoming in the next month and a half to 2 months. We're going to see a lot of hockey, but right now, after the conclusion of most of the regular seasons, these guys get to relax, have a little bit of fun, meet some guys, play against some guys that they're not normally being friendly with.
We talked about it earlier in the first game, Taylor. You know, most of these players have played against it all season. Maybe some chippy things happen here and there, but now they get to join forces on the same team and play with the best players in the state. It's an incredible opportunity.
Yeah, it sure is. It's a lot of fun, and these guys look forward to it and absolutely love it. I know we've been looking forward to it in the broadcast booth, so really excited to see the action coming forth here tonight.
Along with Taylor and myself, our third member of our team, Tyler Aki, who's standing down on the ice with one of the coaches of tonight's game. Tyler, take it away. So we'll get to Tyler here in just a moment as he catches up with one of the coaches down on the ice. We'll get some thoughts from him pregame along the bench. He'll be sitting on both benches here throughout the game, and we'll send it now down to Tyler Rocky.
All right, so what's the best part about playing and coaching in this game right here?
Without a doubt, it's getting a chance to see some of the most skilled hockey players in the state of Illinois just out here having a good time and really cutting loose. So they're not constrained by anything. They get to showcase their talents, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
What are you looking forward to most out of this whole experience?
Really, I'm looking forward to this game hitting the over midway through the first period. So anytime you see stuff like this, I always like to see offense. These kids are so great in terms of their speed, their hands, stick handling, and they really get a chance to show that stuff off here with little consequence because it's really an exhibition game and for fun for some of the best players in the state.
Who are some of the people on your team, the red team, that we should really be looking out for today?
Oh, gosh, that's great. Charlie Ackery, great player on the forward side. Brian Dolby, misspelled Dolb in your program, but Dolby in your heart. Going to be a lot of fun to watch on the defensive end. And I like CJ Parisi, too. So good hands on all those guys, good quick shots, and I guarantee they're going to create something special to watch.
All right, Coach, have some fun tonight.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you, Tyler. Like we mentioned, Tyler's going to be hanging out on each of the benches. We're doing something a little bit different here tonight.
What an interview from Maine Township's very own Greg Mrofcha. Slam the over. You heard it there. He said slam the over before the end of the first period.
If you can find that line out there, folks, you heard it from one of the coaches giving you an inside tip.
Find that line and slam the over. I'm right there with you.
But he mentioned something key. I mean, we've had a chance to see a lot of these players throughout the year. There's a ton of talent on this ice, and we're going to get to see quite a show here tonight.
Yeah, we sure are. The best in the state of Illinois, a junior and senior heavy lineup. We have no sophomores, no freshmen, a lot of experience, ready to rock.
We're going to step aside real quick, catch our breath, come back with puck drop in just a moment. back here live from the edge. And alongside Taylor Amel, Tyler Aki down on the ice surface, on the benches. Hopefully, like we mentioned, we're going to try to mix in some mid-game interviews, maybe get some goal scorers as they come off the ice. He's going to spend a little bit of time on each bench, so a little bit of a unique look that we have here tonight. And certainly the SHL Network crew taking advantage of this exhibition game. Have a little fun, and I know Tyler's going to be able to get some interesting stuff down on the bench.
Yeah, it's always fun to have him down there rink side. He's able to get the insights, the sounds, the tidbits we may not be able to see here or otherwise observe from all the way up in the broadcast booth. Fun to have him down there. Who knows what he's going to be able to bring for us.
And we'll certainly want to check with him before we throw anything on air. Want to keep it clean here, despite being on YouTube Live. We know how things can get down on the ice, so we'll make sure we do our best to clean it up. But we are certainly excited to be here. What an event this is, the 31st annual AHAI All-State Games.
So fun. Every year, the top talent in the state this year is led by New Trier Green's 5 attendees. You see 4 of them coming out on the ice here to take the face-off draw for the Red Squad. 4 Trevians of the 5 total on this roster. The New Trier Trevians this season have lost 1 hockey game on an ice rink in the state of Illinois. 54-4-1. So the Trevians well represented here from the draw, and we're off.
And we're off, as Taylor said. Possession first taken by Team White and Anthony Kloss. William DeCaro and Preston Watt, Matt Carr getting the start for Team White. So both ones in net here in the first period. Here's a chance side of the net, but taken away by Team Red. It's a good play at the blue line by Sam Ruffalo. Settled down now in the back end by Evan Eisenstark, the GBN standout. Having an outstanding season, fouled up by Matt Dahlke, his fellow teammate on the number 2 in the state, Spartans. Good rink-wide pass, behind the back pass.
Trying to get a little fancy right off the bat, are we?
John Babnick, one of the prolific scorers for those New Trier Trevians, trying to a little fancy pass, and he gets the puck on here, plays the puck in. Here's Ben Lotto.
Oh!
Had DeCaro down and out, the
Big
goaltender
save
from Oak Park River Forest. And this pass, a little too errant, will come out into the neutral zone, and Brett Stokes takes it. Veteran 4-year defenseman for the Stevenson Patriots. Well, changing in the neutral zone. Finally breaking out with it is Team White. Coming up the slot. Big shot attempt was whiffed. That time by Max Pasienek. Back the other way comes Team Red. Here's Zach Pierce. He shoots. That one steered easily wide of the net. Now puck in behind the net, trying to get it back to the point. Waiting for it was Kevin Purcell, but never got there. Now rink wide. Here comes White. Here's Dylan Walker. He gets taken down as he heads towards net. Good defensive play by Campbell Wagner. Campbell Wagner, the junior out of Evanston, well represented in this game.
Stretch pass there by Tony Campese. Just a little too far out of reach. It'll go all the way down for an icing call, so the puck will come back. I'm not too sure Will DeCaro is happy about that. He doesn't have much of a say in the matter.
So dueling ones in net here in the first period. Red wins that face-off draw. Jack Jones, number 14 in red, wearing a familiar color. Of course, he plays for the Barrington Broncos along with his teammate and line mate CJ Parisi, both in this game, representing Barrington. What a move. Jack Jones, cross-ice pass, scores! It's Zach Staffy who gets the red team on the board first.
And you see why Jones is such a huge piece to this Barrington Bronco offense. The dipsy doodle, he splits the defenders, drives to the net, draws the goaltender's attention, and slides it right across to a streaking Zach Staffier. What a goal.
So just 2 minutes and 45 seconds into the game, it's 1-0 Red here early on. Now taking the draw for Team White, Marco Revito, the senior from Nequa Valley. Jones with the only assist on that play. Back comes White. Here's Jack Gerber. He shoots well high and wide of the net. And that creates a little bit of speed.
Jack
for
Gerber,
CJ
one of
Parisi.
the few juniors out here. The seniors are well represented. There's a few juniors, as we mentioned. No sophomores, no freshmen.
Here's a shot from Parisi, high off the chest of Matt Carr, and a big save. So he'll have a face-off draw just to the right of his net. So Team Red here with the early advantage.
They're buzzing.
They surely are. A lot of fancy passing and creative moves thus far. GBS in the face-off draw, can't win that one. This shot high and wide, very nearly catches Evan Eisenstark. And Matt Carr just drops that big right pad on top of that puck, and he'll take another face-off draw. So
All right, we're here now with the first goal scorer tonight, Zach Staffy. First of all, congrats on that goal right there. How does it feel to get that goal in an all-star game like this?
That's pretty nice. I've never really played an all-star game, so yeah.
What's been the vibe out there so far through the first handful of minutes for you?
Everyone seems excited to be here, so I'm excited.
All right, congrats. Let's see if you can get another one, all right? All right.
So, thank you, Tyler. Getting some thoughts from Zach Staffy, our first goal scorer of the evening. Just a couple of minutes into the game. Back comes White. We'll try to bring that to you all game long here on the broadcast.
Staffy, a man of few words, it seems.
A little bit out of breath, too. Trying to catch his breath there as he came off the ice. We're still working it through. A little bit new concept. Here's a follow-up. Big shot from Ryan Lilly out of Wheaton West. Now chance back up top. Waiting for it was Campbell Wagner. He couldn't get a shot off. White's going to try to counter. On comes Luke Lewis. Now taken away, Kevin Purcell, the junior star out of Loyola, having a very nice season for the Ramblers. Here's a great pass, forehand, backhand, 5-hole, and that's Charlie Altunian out of Lake Forest High School. That makes it 2-0 Red.
These are some silky smooth goals we're seeing here to start this period. It was John Babnick, I believe, who led the rush into the zone. New Trier Green forward, having himself a wonderful year in SHL play. And he slips a nifty backhand pass to Charlie Altunian, who just dips it in 5-hole below Matt Carr. Charlie Altunian, senior forward out of Lake Forest. He's the lone Lake Forest High School scout in attendance here tonight. Played all 4 years on varsity and is a pure playmaker with some great defensive sense in a 200-foot game. Just a wonderful goal there. He's headed to Miami, Ohio in the fall. Talking to Coach Sarauer, who describes Charlie as a leader by example, work ethic and commitment level, natural goal scorer who controls the puck with ease and is integral to the team's success.
So White looking to respond as Reds really come on strong here to start. Out of town on that White side, surely they'll look to counter here as Liam Jones with speed comes up from his defensive spot. We've seen his activeness on Stevenson's back line all season long. Good stop play. Here's Dylan Walker, pestered behind, side of the net. Good stick, not to let that shot through. Following it once again is Stokes. He gets it backed up top. Here's Dalkey. He shoots that one deflected up into the ceiling.
That caught the noggin of William DeCaro. Shakes his head a little bit. Puck right to the dome. Never a great feeling. I don't think goaltenders enjoy that.
Referee going over just to check on him, make sure he's doing all right. Certainly an exhibition game would number one in this game is we don't want any injuries.
Get out of here safe. That's absolutely right, especially with playoffs coming up.
And I've already seen a couple of coaches of these high school players walking around, and I'm sure while they're excited for their players, ultimately they just want to get out of here healthy.
Yeah.
It's a great honor for these kids, great opportunity. I'm sure they have fun, but I know it's no fun as a coach to watch your kid play in an exhibition game just days before we head to the state playoffs. Coming back out, Staffy again with speed, skates wide. As Zach Pierce coming down the slot, couldn't get it out to him. A good stick from Marco Revito, not to let that puck get to the front of the net. Revito now waiting for it. Instead, back the other way comes the White team. That's Jack Gerber out of Deerfield. He drops the puck in deep. Revito waiting for it, couldn't stop it. Sean Herber of St. Ignatius able to keep it inside the blue line. Now Gerber skates, looks, backdoor, good stick, intercepted. Now Red's gonna have a 2-on-0. This is trouble for Matt Carr. Backhand forehand, big sprawling save, followed up chance by Staffy looking for his second goal, wouldn't go.
Staffy almost got a second one on the board there. He's all over the ice.
Ethan DeLorenzo out of Naperville North takes a shot, easily sticked aside by DeCaro.
Zach Staffy all over the puck on that last shift. He has some wheels. He can absolutely fly. 4-year varsity player for Carmel Catholic, the only Carmel Catholic player out here in attendance tonight. Loves to push pace and open up the ice for his teammates, and we are seeing that in droves.
Now skating wide with it, Tony Campisi tries to find something far side circle. Nothing happening there. Back the other way comes Daniel McKay, 3-year varsity starter for Glenbrook South. Into the slot. Here's a shot, good stick, not to let that through. Off the stick of Magnus Iverston. Iverston on the part of that impenetrable force that has been the New Trier defense all season long. Really a physical defenseman, and he takes pride in identifying that other team's top line and shutting down.
Yeah, he sure does, and we've seen him plenty of times on the SHL network. Stay-at-home aware alternate captain for the New Trier Trevians. Very physical, shuts down anyone you put him out against, and he'll be playing baseball in college. Actually, he'll be hanging up the skates.
Just committed in the last couple of days. University of Rochester up in New York.
Good for him. Impressive for that young man, that New Trier green, powerful defenseman.
Anthony Kloss tries to break in, but that puck just squirts out of the zone. Evan Eisenstark has to play it back in the neutral zone. He'll just drop it deep. Now intercepted Kloss. Kloss with some space in the slots. Drops this puck. Big slap shot from Matt Dahlke, and a good save by DeCaro. Here's a shot from Babnick into the glove of William DeCaro. 9:01 left here in the first period, 2-0 Red.
Matt Dahlke, another guy you and I get to see frequently on the SHL, the powerful Glenbrook North forward. Got to see him last night in their Game 2 matchup against the Loyola Ramblers. Game 3 awaits on Wednesday, but he is all over the puck, and he's a guy that I can't get enough of watching. He is fun to watch. Scored the lone 2 goals for the Spartans last night. Just a prolific offensive player.
Certainly a key cog if the GBN Spartans want to try to make a run at the state playoffs. So New Trier far and away #1 seed. A lot of people think theirs to lose at this point. They're that good this year, but in a 1-game elimination playoff format, Taylor, you never know what's going to happen, and I know New Trier certainly feels that pressure. We'll see how they fare as we move along in February and March. Now exchanging in the neutral zone. Won by Team White. Skating in the corner. That thrown away, intercepted by Ryan Lilly. Just past the stick of Sam Ruffalo. Now chasing is Max Pasianek. Pasianek looking, has a man coming down the slot. Instead, back up top, Sam Ruffalo. Ruffalo shoots. That one just wide of the far post. He had some space. Couldn't put it in the net.
He sure did. Nifty little move there. Opened up a lane for him. Just off the mark. Ruffalo like a second chance at that, I'm sure.
Here's Revito. He stops, shoots. Quick shot on DeCaro. Tried to catch him standing. And DeCaro able to get down into that butterfly rather quickly. Here's a good stretch pass just past the stick of Walker as he entered the zone. Now looking is Ruffalo. Ruffalo battles off a couple of defenders. Finally forced out of the zone. On comes Liam Jones. He shoots. That puck trickles wide of the net. And Zach Staffy, our first goal scorer. Skates with the puck. Babnick in the neutral zone. On comes Nolan Cummings. Cummings cross ice. Here's McKay, just wide of the net.
Tried to sneak it in short side low.
Skating left, looked right, very nearly had White's first goal. 6:56 left here in the first period, 2-0 Red, off a couple of pretty impressive goals early on. Now centered, backdoor pass, forehand, and just losing the handle as he went towards the net, but Red able to hold on to the puck. Good stick, knocking that puck out by Ethan DiLorenzo.
Staffy must have a pair of eyes in the back of his helmet. How he saw Babnick there sitting backdoor whilst facing the opposite direction, throwing that backhand pass. That was one of the more impressive things we've seen so far early in this night. Just continuously impressed by Zach Staffy here, the Carmel standout, deciding between Indiana and Iowa for college next year, where he'll hopefully play club hockey. I know he'd be an asset to either of those teams.
Well, he knows what's right for him. He knows what school to pick in that decision. A couple of Indiana University alums here in the broadcast booth.
Sure
that
are.
shot fought off.
Let's go Hoosiers.
Go Hoosiers, absolutely.
Can he play basketball?
We'll see if Archie Miller needs a extra shooter. We all know he does.
Archie Miller needs a whole lot of everything.
That stretch pass just out of the reach of Nick Botvinnik. Nick Botvinnik and McKay, the two GBS featured players here tonight. Lumberg South battling on in the state playoffs. Intercepted by Kloss. He goes cross-ice. Botvinnik into the slot. Not able to put a shot away. Botvinnik chases it in the corner, but taken away by CJ Parisi. On comes Parisi. He shoots. One wide of the net. Into the corner goes Pierce. And away with it comes White. Ryan Lilly with some speed. He skates wide. He shoots, but a good stick by Brian Dolby. Another guy, along with Syverston, the two top defensemen. Bennett Schreier had an outstanding season. Back the other way. Tries to do a little spinneroo. Has a man backdoor. It was Parisi waiting just out past the outstretched stick of Parisi. Now with speed comes Dahlke. He looks, he surveys, trying to find someone to set up. He'll stop, drop the puck down below the goal line. This time it's Thomas Davis. Davis in the corner, gets it back to the point in Kloss. Now drops it back deep again. Dahlke just missing his stick. Here comes Jack Jones. Look at the speed of Jack Jones as he brings this puck up ice. He can really move out there. Goes around one defender. Stuff attempt. Can't get it past.
Another one of those guys we get to see frequently, and thankful for that on the SHL network. Barrington, an SHL member. We get to see him and his counterpart, CJ Parisi, the dynamic duo for the Barrington Broncos,
really
light it up night in, night out. It's always fun to see
and
those
leading
guys.
that Barrington team into a resurgent year here. Top 5 team in the state. Certainly has an eye out as one of those teams that could challenge New Trier for that state championship cup that you'll see awarded March 21st at the United Center. Now on comes Dahlke. Dahlke with some speed, stops, winds up, shoots. Big glove save to Caro. 3:50 left here in the first period. 2-0. Red leads.
I wish we had a little bit of instant replay to show the crowd, but I continue to think and am impressed with Zach Pierce taken down behind the play, but maintained possession of the puck and threw one back in front of the net, almost leading to a goal for the red side, but he did it from his knees. Such an impressive play there by Zach Pierce, the senior captain, the forward and goal scorer at heart for Wabanzi.
Now stepping up, trying to make a play is DiLorenzo for White. Still in search of that first goal. The red team has put up 2 early. And we're going to have a whistle. Not exactly sure what for. Another one of those errant whistles. Had a couple of those in the first game.
We sure did. But as I was saying, I continue to be impressed by Zach Pierce. He can score goals, but one of the things we know about him in talking to his coach is that he has absolutely no fear of going into the corners. We've seen him in the dirty areas. We've seen him taking some pushing and shoving. Be playing hockey for Bradley University next year. You know that coaching staff is excited to get him in there where he intends to double major in sports communications and marketing. So congrats to Zach Pierce. We wish you luck at Bradley.
Certainly.
Keep playing this way, and we know you'll find it, at least on the ice rink. Go to class. Can't promise you anything for class.
Wise words coming from Taylor Amel. Kind of a do as I say, not as I do
Yes.
moment for Taylor.
Right. Go to practice, go to class.
Here comes Liam Jones, goes around one player. Now Jones takes a shot into the glove of DeCaro. 2:38 left in the first, 2-0 Red. Liam DeCaro, an interesting season playing for OPRF, ends up being in this game. OPRF had a tough season, their first season in the SHL, finishing last in the standings, missing the SHL playoffs, but William DeCaro really a star and a shining point for that OPRF team all season long.
Yeah, he was, and you talked about it. There's a lot of older talent, some young talent, but not enough to really help him get through his day-to-day.
And certainly the year in, year out grind that is the SHL, I'm sure OPRF is going to get a little bit more comfortable as they move along.
Oh, absolutely.
Become a little bit more competitive in league play.
Yep.
Certainly DeCaro kept them in many games this season, and that's why he's out here tonight. Here's a chance for White. They could have a 2, maybe a 3-on-1. Skating in the slot is McKay.
Oh!
Shot off the side of the net. There's Daniel McKay. Looked for the first tally for the White team.
Wow, Daniel McKay. Just a few inches to the left, and that's a goal.
Cross ice pass. Good pass into the slot. And you see the ever-aware John Babnick looking to set up others. Here's another chance. Getting a little bit too tight to the net. And that will go the length of the ice. No icing.
So Daniel McKay, the senior forward, 3-year varsity player for the GBS Titans. Describe his game as hardworking and team-oriented.
What a play there. Thomas Davis knocked that puck down all alone by himself. Just missing top left shelf. What a play. Thomas Davis, an incredibly impressive young man. A candidate to attend the Naval Academy. Backdoor. What a save. Getting post to post is Matt Carr. As it was a darting Charlie Altunian from Lake Forest looking to make a play. Here's a drag and a good block shot. Not letting that puck get all the way through. Back the other way comes Charlie Ackery, one of the stars of that top-ranked New Trier team. Dropping it back but not getting to all the way to Kevin Purcell. And back comes Luke Lewis. Luke Lewis battles in the corner. Purcell, the big, strong defenseman, tries to win that free. Here's a shot, that one well wide of the net from Dahlke.
Big, strong defenseman is right. Always love getting to watch Kevin Purcell lace up skates for the Ramblers. We saw him last night in the GBN Loyola matchup, but the junior defenseman, captain of Loyola Academy as a junior, just so impressive. We know he's relied upon heavily for minutes in all situations, PP, PK.
No doubt about it. Here's a chance out in front. Puck loose in the slot. Backhanded shot just wide of the net. That Carr hangs on through the end of the first period. And after one, it's 2-0 Red. So I hope you didn't follow the advice of taking the over, as we're well on our way to a bunch of goals there early on.
We're on the under, yeah.
But certainly the defense stepped up a little bit there at the end of the first period. So after one, it's 2-0 Red. We'll step aside, catch our breath, and come back with second period action in just a moment on your home for SHL Network Hockey YouTube Live. With second period action live here from the Edge in Bensenville, 31st annual AHAI All-State Hockey Game. We're going to send it down to ice level with Tyler Rock, who's standing by.
Down on the ice, Coach. You guys are down 2-0. I know this doesn't mean anything in the win-loss record for you, but what did you see in that first period?
I actually saw a goalie that played really well. We could have been down 5-0. I thought he played really well. And likewise on the other side of it too, their goalie played pretty well too to keep us scoreless.
What's been your favorite part about coaching a game like this?
Just to see the high-level talent. The kids are so fast and so talented, and the D push up the puck. They don't just play D, but they're part of the offense. It's so much fun.
All right, Coach. Best of luck. Have some fun.
Thanks, Tyler. He's got to get back to his job here coaching this All-Star game, but I know you folks at home, we see your feedback. You're loving the behind the bench interviews. We're going to keep bringing you those, as many as possible, as we continue along here tonight. Taylor,
Blow a tire.
Yeah,
Got to be
Brett
careful,
Stokes.
though. The red line can be a little slippery. Got to watch out.
New goaltenders in net for both sides. Now here's a shot blocked in front. Again, a little bit trouble seeing those numbers here from the side. Coming in, though, for the white team was Dylan Walker, just missing the stick of his defenseman.
Brett Stokes might need to run off the ice quick for a tire change. We've seen plenty of Brett, a Stevenson senior defenseman, all 4 years on varsity at Stevenson for head coach Tom Wood, who describes him as a tremendous all-around defenseman that excels in every situation. And here's what's most interesting. Leads the team in points and assists as a defenseman, but they track shot blocks, and he leads the team in shot blocks with 357 shots. We know how important Brett is to that Stevenson backline, but a really, really cool stat that head coach Tom Wood was able to share with us. He'll be attending St. Thomas University in Minnesota next year and wants to play hockey there.
So we have Tyler Hockey, who's now standing by with first period netminder Matt Carr from GBN. Tell us about that first
All right,
period.
down here with Matthew Carr. You played that first period. What's it like going up in an all-star game when you got so much talent out there on the ice?
It's a lot faster than most of our games. Came out, I wasn't too ready, and the pace got to me. They scored 2 quick ones.
What's the most fun part about playing a game like this?
It's really cool seeing all the best people you go up against in one game. It's really fast, and talent is pretty good here.
So GBN and GBS, you guys are rivals, but now you're on the same team. Is that fun for you?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. They're nice kids. They're pretty good also. And playing with them is a blast.
You guys got a pretty big game on Wednesday. What are you looking forward to in that matchup with Loyola?
Hopefully we could come out there and beat them. They're not our favorite team. We've got some beef with them, so hopefully we can go out there and beat them.
All right, best of luck on Wednesday. We'll have that game for you on the SHL Network.
Thank you, Tyler, and we certainly will have that game live right here on YouTube Live. Game 3 of the first round of the SHL playoffs.
Looking forward to
matchup. Yeah, we
Game
certainly
2
are.
last night was a great one. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to save that clip of Mr. Carr saying he enjoys playing with the GBS players and he likes them and they're friendly guys.
And as we
can send that to head coach Evan Polakidis at GBN and see what he has to say about that.
No doubt about it. The unassisted goal while we were talking to Matt Carr. Credit to Sam Ruffalo Glenbard. Well, we have this moment. Want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network. CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. Brink is personalized nutrition for teen athletes. Brink offers nutritious designed food and beverages for a performance advantage. Check them out and get started at www.getbrink.co.
We really can't thank those sponsors enough here. Them and AHAI are the reason why we're able to bring you this broadcast tonight of the AHAI All-State game.
Me and Taylor very honored to bring you this broadcast here tonight from the Edge, as well as the girls' game earlier on, where we had a fantastic game, 4-3 game. Red just edging white, but it came down to the wire.
It
White
sure
very
did.
nearly
We
made
saw
the comeback.
some excellent goaltending in that game too.
Sure did.
My big takeaway.
Here's another chance for Red, and just at the last second, it's Matt Dahlke preventing a pretty prime opportunity on the white net. Still can't quite tell what number we have in net, and we apologize for that. As soon as we can pick out a number, we will bring it to you. One of the challenges of these jerseys, but we'll make do. Here's a big shot, heavy one from Tony Campizio Wabanzi, and just misses wide of the net.
An absolute cannon from Campese.
Now backhand opportunity. Staffy looking for another goal. Couldn't get much on that shot.
Campese's a guy who grew up playing club hockey. He's actually played club the last 12 years. Wanted to come play for Wabanzi his senior season. He's really a true power player. And he's made an immediate impact as the #1 center. Lots of speed, skill, and strength.
There's
Tough to play against.
Shot from Dylan Walker. Good opportunity, not able to bury it. So 3-0 Red. Red has some impressive scores so far. White still in search of that first goal with 13-12 left here in the second period. And I'm sure they're itching to get on the scoreboard as well.
So Campese, as I was saying, a nice piece there. Senior, coming back only for his senior year for Wabanzi. He's looking at some junior teams next year. He hasn't made up his mind yet.
You can see there's certainly some talent there. As that's kept in at the point by Anthony Kloss. He drops it deep. White having a little bit more luck possession here in the last couple of minutes, but able to clear it out. His team Red now. Jack Jones playing high. Off they come. Rink wide is Walker. Not able to get a shot off. Red really collapsing quickly. Playing good defense in this All-Star game. So far preventing the score. D to D. In on comes. That's Glenbrook North's Evan Eisenstark as he collides at the blue line with one of his teammates. Now a chance, open ice. Good stick right at the last second. I think it was Campbell Wagner from Evanston who came in, got his stick in the way, and prevented that shot. So 12:04 left here in the second period. 3-0 Red. 2 first period goals, 1 second period goal. And we play on as with a face-off draw to the right of in net not for New Trier tonight, but for Team Red is New Trier goaltender Preston Watt. Of course, won a state championship with the Trevians last year, and looking for more here. Back-to-back is the goal for everyone from Wilmette. Good job keeping it at the point. Here's a shot, backdoor, had a man. It was a good hot pass from Daniel McKay, but couldn't connect.
We got to watch Daniel McKay's sister play in the women's game earlier this evening. Daniel on GBS.
Family affair here.
Yeah, family affair is absolutely right. Obviously,
here's a shot, big save by Preston Watt.
GBN and GBS are combined in the women's division, so it's just the Glenbrooks. But it's clearly a little bit of hockey in that family, huh?
Yeah, it seems to be a family affair, no doubt about that. Now White having the better of play here the last couple of minutes. Haven't found a goal yet, but we're able to keep about 2 or 3 straight minutes in the red zone. Still looking for that first tally. Up comes Jack Gerber. He drops. He looks. Sharp angle shot. Scores! Goes high on Preston Watt. And the first goal of the game goes to Deerfield's Luke Lewis. That is for White.
One of the few juniors out here snipes one up over the glove of Preston Watt. Preston Watt, a key piece between the pipes for the New Trier Trevians this season. You know, tumultuous last 12 months for Preston. Looking quite impressive so far this season.
So Luke Lewis gets the goal. Jack Gerber with the lone assist for the White team. And we're going to send it down here with Tyler Aki standing by with the White team goal scorer, Luke Lewis.
All right, on the bench now with Luke Lewis. He just scored that last goal. What happened on that play?
We had the Deerfield high school hockey connection right there. Our team made a good pass up.
What's the fun part about playing with your teammate in an all-star game like this?
I mean, it's always good playing with friends, and we got that chemistry out there. So it's really good connecting on a goal there.
So have you played with anyone else on this team before?
I have not played with anyone on this team.
It's my first year playing high school hockey.
How does it feel to get a goal in an all-star game with all this talent out there?
It's pretty fun. Everyone out here are really good hockey players, so it felt good to get one.
All right, best of luck moving forward, all right?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You can hear it. Luke Lewis still trying to catch his breath as he came off the ice. Tyler Hockey on top of things, bringing you great sound, and you could hear how excited Luke Lewis was as he tried to catch his breath, but clearly scoring an all-star game, great accomplishment for that young man.
Yeah, it sure is. It's fun to hear him excited, especially getting a little give and go with his teammate. Tyler able to hit on that. But he was a little gassed, to say the least.
10:02 left here in the second period. 3-1 Red leads. So we'll see if we continue the scoring. Here's a shot from up top. Gets a little deflection. Preston Watt does a nice job tracking that puck all the way through. And is able to fight it off. Back the other way comes Team Red. Jack Jones tries a fancy dangle there. Now coming out is Brett Stokes. Stokes not able to carry too far. A very aggressive defenseman. One of those two Stevenson defensemen, two of the top defensemen in the state, in Jones and Stokes. Really the reason the Stevenson team's had a nice season. Cross-ice chance. Big save.
Puck may have been loose. They blew the whistle. Looks like they lost sight of it nonetheless.
Quick whistle, absolutely, to the advantage of the white netminder. So 9:23 left here in the second. 3-1 Red. Get some line changes, some fresh bodies on the ice. Now, here's a chance. Look at the speed, coming right back. As Gerber skates right past one man. Big save. Watt as he slid across. Now back the other way comes Team Red on Tony Campese. Had a man backdoor, not quite right. Here's a shot from Purcell, big save. I think I saw 30, which is Liam Casto in the game from Bennett Academy. I think that would make sense with the red on his pads. That is, in fact, Casto's trying a nifty play there. Off the back was Parisi. Out in front. Big save, Casto.
So Staffy in the area.
He's a magnet.
He is. He's been all over tonight. If you're asking me MVP, we're not even halfway through the game, but I'm already throwing some ballots the way of Zach Staffy.
Long way to go. Just halfway through the second period. Thank you for joining us here tonight. On we come. Babnick tries to carry in. That's going to be an offside play if it would have been played instead. Back the other way comes Lewis. Lone goal scorer for Team White. Good stick from Babnick. Stops that one. Preston Watt slides wide of that shot. Wide of the net, waiting back at the point is Evan Eisenstark. Doesn't get the puck. Going to send it back down to Tyler Aki one more time. Who's standing by with Daniel McKay.
All right, down on the ice now with Daniel McKay. You came very close to a goal in that first period. What would you redo if you could?
I'd just stay higher next time. I got too far in on the net. So once he waited for the defenseman to clear out the way, it was too late and I was behind the blue line or behind the red line. Either I should have stayed higher or passed to my teammate Nick Mavnik.
All right, so you're a Titan. I'm a former Titan. So we got a little connection there. Let's start with this, all right? Is there a certain teacher you want to shout out right now?
Mr. Kane.
Mr. Kane.
Yeah.
History, yeah? So what? Oh, econ too. I dropped out of that class, so I don't know what it's like, but I heard I missed out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a little cult. Every time you get on like any newspaper or anything, you're supposed to give a little ear tug so he knows what's up. Or give him a little shout out.
All right, are the cookies in the cafeteria still as good as when I was there?
Honestly, I don't really like them. I think Quest has kind of gone downhill, so we go out most days.
All right, best of luck moving forward, all right?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Now, if there's one thing I can't relate to is GBS cookies, but let me tell you,
That's
that's the most important information we've gotten
I
all
agree,
night.
and I gotta be honest, frankly, I'm devastated. They've what the cookies.
Yeah. Ryan Lilly, got to give him his due. He just narrowed the deficit for, excuse me, not Ryan Lilly, that was Luke Lewis again, I believe, with his second goal of the game. So Luke Lewis, the junior, having himself a night.
We got to keep going to these rinkside interviews. That way we don't have to talk about any of the goals.
Thomas Davis with the assist for Team White. So Luke Lewis, highly impressive and certainly an early leader for that MVP award.
Yeah, certainly. And we've talked about Thomas Davis already, the Providence Catholic senior forward.
Just incredibly impressive young man.
Yep, led Providence Catholic the last 3 years in scoring, which is incredibly impressive as they're always a top team in state, but most impressive is all you talked about it, a candidate for the U.S. Naval Academy.
We wish
Happy for him, yeah,
wish him
absolutely.
the
We
best
wish
of
him
luck.
the best. Happy for him, his hard work paying off here.
Here's a shot, big save, Preston Watt, as he saw that shot through a lot of traffic. So 5:53 left here in the second period, and this Team White has really come on here in the second period. First couple of minutes, really dominated by Team Red. Now Team White coming back. That's what we like to see, a competitive game. And you know when we get to that third period, Taylor,
A little push and
no
pull.
matter the All-Star game mentality, these guys want to win.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't? These kids are going to be playing against each other the rest of the way. Some in their regular seasons in their respective leagues. Some in the state playoffs. You got arch rivals being friends, but just for the next few hours.
That's certainly the case as the state playoffs coming up. In fact, if you are fans of what we're doing now, we will have the boys varsity quarterfinals and semifinals right here on the SHL network. We're in a collaboration with AHAI, so not just tonight's game, but we will be back with you in March.
Yeah,
for the
those
quarters and semis.
Those of you listening, make sure to send a thank you to AHAI for having us in here. We certainly enjoy doing this, excited by this opportunity.
Don't get too used to these live interviews with Tyler hockey. Once it gets to real hockey, we're not going to be able to do that with players, but we certainly keep Tyler on staff. He does interview work with coaches and brings you nuggets between the benches all during SHL games, so we appreciate him for that.
Yeah, not exactly sure any of these teams in the state playoffs will love having Tyler on the bench, asking about cookies and cafeterias.
But we certainly are having some fun here in this game. Now a breakaway opportunity. Here comes Gerber. Third goal for Deerfield. No, Preston Watt denies that one. So the Deerfield show very nearly tying the game.
Nice little outlet pass there.
On comes
through the middle.
Ruffalo. Captain at the point by Campbell Wagner. Just a junior, one of the few juniors we have in this game from Evanston. .4:11 left here in the second period. Here's Ruffalo. Cross ice, Purcell. Purcell looks up, tries to go cross ice to Campese, but knocked out of midair. Following it up now is Staffy. A nice play to himself, keep the puck alive for Red. Behind the net, Ruffalo tries to get it out in front, looks as Campbell Wagner coming down, tries to get it into the slot, but a good stick by a White defenseman. Keeping it in.
Sort of magic is Staffy going to create here.
Wagner shoots. Another block shot by Luke Lewis. Man, he has been all over the ice, Taylor, and he has some serious speed.
Yeah,
as he comes up the ice. He gets hooked there, no call.
The officials appear to be eating the whistles for now. Don't blame them.
And that, I believe, is the third or fourth waved icing, and I kind of like that mentality
Let
from
them
these
play.
officials.
Absolutely, let them
Certainly.
play.
I don't think anyone's purposely trying to ice the puck here tonight.
It's a school night, Max.
Chance out in front, just behind Luke Lewis, so Ruffalo will take it back the other way. Zach Staffy doesn't want to get off the ice. He's been out there a while. Here's a shot. Ruffalo very nearly beats Casto, who hasn't had as much action as Matt Carr did in the first. I think he's probably wondering what happened, why he had to face all the tough shots. Casto, though, has been up to the task for the 4 or 5 he's gotten. He's been outstanding. Below the goal line, now into the slot. Big shot, block shot by Staffy. Still loose, and Preston Watt falls on that.
Luke Lewis and the Deerfield hockey team will be playing first round of the playoffs here in just a few weeks against Warren High School. Warren knocked out St. Rita. That is the only state playoff game that has been played so far in the state of Illinois. So Warren with the upset over St. Rita, 4-3. I believe it was in overtime or double overtime. Nonetheless, Warren will head off to face Luke Lewis's Deerfield and his teammates.
Should be a good one, as we've already seen a tremendous amount of skill from that Deerfield team. We could fight from Casto there. Side of the net. Now White able to come away with it. Max Pasianek drops the puck down. Taylor, I don't know about you, but early on there for a second, it looked like Red might run away with this game. Red really came out strong, looked fast, but White has really responded here in the second period. And with 1:55 to go, that stretch pass just a little bit too long, but again, we get a waved icing here. No one looking to see that here tonight. 1:49 left in the third period. And thank you very much for joining us here on the SHL Network alongside Taylor Rammel and third member of our crew, Tyler Rocky. I'm Max Anderson, bringing you live game action on the 31st annual AHAI All-State game from the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville. Thank you for being with us on this Monday evening. If you want more SHL hockey, come right back here Wednesday night. We'll have game 3 of the first round matchup of the SHL playoffs between Loyola and GBN. So come right back here for that.
Should be a fun one. Number 2, Glenbrook North. Number 9, Loyola Academy. Those are state rankings, of course. GBN number 2 in the SHL. Loyola number 7 in the Scholastic Hockey League.
And who said forechecking doesn't matter? Look at Zach Pierce pestering all the way, trying to create a chance. And that puck just getting into the, a hand pass brings that whistle with 1:11 left in the second period. So Taylor, a lot of skill tonight. Not as many goals as I think I was expecting. The way, the head coach for Team Red was talking before the game, I was thinking we might see 8-7, 10-9, only 3-2 here in the second period because there's some good defense being played as well.
Yeah, there absolutely
Goaltending
is.
Outstanding as well.
Although I got a feeling we still got a couple goals to come in the third period.
Jack Jones trying to get something started for Red, who've really not had many offensive opportunities here in the second period. Much of the time dictated by Team White here in the second frame. Casto.
Brian
plays that puck.
Brian Dolby was the one who rung that puck around, backhand around the corner, started that breakout. Can't say enough about Brian Dolby and how well he's played for the New Trier Green Trevians so far this year. 3-year varsity starter, offensive defenseman, captain. Just a relentless motor, high energy. Had a little collarbone issue last year, but came back strong this year. Big time leader on the back end for the Trevians. He'll play club at Colorado State next season.
There's a chance. Skidding post to post as Watt and doing a great job covering that puck. And Taylor, not just having a great year, obviously coming back from injury, was the player of the year in the SHL.
Yep.
That is voted by the coaches, and he just had an outstanding season.
Yep, can't say enough about the young man. He has just been fantastic on and off the ice. Huge piece to the New Trier Green puzzle.
Yeah, face-off draw coming out of the left of Preston Watt is seen a little push and shove, and Dylan Walker giving Salem Ruffalo a little bit of a shove. And they continue to mess with each other, but that will be the end of the second period. So after 2, it's Team Red 3 and Team White 2. So Taylor, it's been really an exciting game here so far. A lot of talent on the ice, and we're seeing quite a show here so far tonight.
Tons of talent, yeah. Lots of speed, lots of energy, some great goaltending. It's been a fun game so far tonight. A couple players will come to center ice, try to trip each other, maybe do a little friendly chirping.
So
if the sponsors keep it up, we might be able to get helmet mics next year. Who knows? Like the XFL.
That would be fun.
Probably
certainly.
a lot of mute buttons, a lot of quick dump buttons.
That's why we have Jimmy the
bleeps.
Wiz Olsen. Jimmy will take care of that for us.
That's true. Jimmy will get rid of all the curse words and mother's this. Who knows?
We will take a quick timeout, catch our breath. Certainly, we'll need that if the first 2 periods are any indication. The third period is going to be one exciting period. We'll take a timeout, catch our breath, come back in third period action after they clean the ice on your home for SHL Network Hockey, YouTube Live. Back live with third period action here from the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville, 31st annual boys all-state game. Of course, we had the girls earlier, had an outstanding game there, but so far 3-2 Team Red after 2 periods. It was a second period dominated by Team White. After a first period dominated by Team Red. Alongside Taylor Ramel, Tyler Rocky, I'm Max Anderson. Live from the Edge. Here's a pass up the middle, backhanded shot, scores! Team White ties it up 15 seconds into the third period.
I can't make out who that was, but one of the Trevian defensemen
Thomas
slid.
Davis of Providence Catholic gets the game-tying goal.
So Thomas Davis tried to center that pass, but a New Trier defenseman slid back, made a great stick play, only for the puck to be picked right back up in front of the net. No goaltender in front of him, and slipped right into the back of the mouth.
Evan Wurspacher of BGHW gets victimized there early on. So just a couple of seconds into the period, we have a tie game. So Taylor, we talked about it. We expected, especially here in the third period, that as much fun as these guys are having, they're going to start trying to win the game.
Yep.
As Evan Eisenstark has to retreat back into his own zone.
So it's Providence Catholic's very own Thomas Davis.
Continues to with 14:30 left here in the third period. Wind up big shot from Wagner. Goes over the glove. And now drop down Staffy. We're going to send it back down to Tyler Aki. He's standing by. I can't quite tell who he's standing by, but he'll let us know here in just a minute.
All right, got a couple of Trevians down here. Brian Dolby, Preston Watt. Guys, first of all, being teammates and playing in this All-Star game, how cool is it to see not just you two, but a number of you Trevians out here together?
Obviously, it's important coming from, I guess, what we think is the best team in the state to represent not only us, but our teammates kind of as, just as New Trier Green. And it's good to see a lot of us and show that we're the better team here.
Now you're also playing with some rivals here. You're playing with Loyola kids. What are you happy with that? Do you wish they were on the other team? What's up with that?
No, yeah, they're great guys, so I don't really mind it. It's great to play with these guys, and some of the best players in the state, so I like playing with them, and I like playing against them, so I don't mind it.
Now, the people in the comments section are clamoring to know, all right, because apparently we haven't talked enough about New Trier Green all broadcast long. So what did you eat for breakfast?
I had a dumpling soup with mayonnaise on the side.
Stevenson hockey players.
Awesome. Back to you guys.
They're certainly having fun, embracing the spirit of the All-Star game down on the ice. Preston Watt, Ryan Dolby. I'm sure that's going to be a point of conversation should Stevenston and New Trier meet again at some point this season.
Dumplings with a side of mayo.
That's a first, Taylor. I've had some interesting food in my life. Can't quite say I've ever had anything quite like that, but hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do in the morning for breakfast.
Hey, man, if that's how Dolby wins State Player of the Year, I may have to start eating dumplings with mayo.
That's the idea. Here's a chance 2-on-1 for Red. Trying to get it into the slot. Not able to. Good stick there by Team White. Now comes Botvinnik. He tries to force the puck out of the zone. Not able to. Red with a little bit of pushback here. They've given up 3 unanswered. Haven't had much offensive success since early on in the second period. Came out hot. 2 goals in the first 2.5 minutes. And here's a chance in front. Looking back door. Big save in net from our third goaltender from Nequa Valley, Carter Crokin, a senior for Nequa. Makes a nice save there. Keep the game at 3-3. This hot pass just missing the stick. That will go the length of the ice for an icing. Want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Network. CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, GBN Hockey, Carmel Hockey, and Brink Personalized Nutrition. Brink is personalized nutrition for teen athletes. Brink offers nutritionist-designed food and beverages for a performance advantage. Check them out and get started at www.getbrink.co. 12:09 left here in the third period. Red still trying to put a tally up on the board for the first time in a while, but White coming right back. Mac Dahlke powers through a New Trier defenseman. Comes out into the slot. Good pass. Big wind-up shot deflected wide. Then heavy shot by Anthony Kloss. Back the other way come Charlie Ackery. One of his three of his teammates on the ice right now. Just full of Trevians on the ice. Here's a heavy shot into the chest of Crokin. So Red with a little bit of pushback here as White was able to tie the game early in this third period. Back to the point. Dolby, that shot just goes over the crossbar and over the glove of Crokin. Now comes White. Now played on. Here's Dalkey. He skates around one defender. Gets the puck taken away. Following it up is Kloss. Kloss gets it into the middle of the ice. Just missing the stick. They have a darting defenseman. Dalkey back to play it for GBN. The GBN connection between Eisenstark and Matthew Dalkey. Out on the ice for Team White. Good stick on the far side. As you can see, Team Red eagerly trying to shoot up ice. You saw John Babnick waiting at the blue line trying to make something happen, get another goal, get the lead for Team Red. Here's a shot from Dolby. Babnick deflected it, but deflected it wide. Now White, here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Looking, here's a shot, scores! Dylan Walker makes it 4-3 Team White.
Senior defenseman from Maine Township with an absolute snipe. That'll put the White team up 4-3.
Benjamin Leto coming down the slot, but he saw an opportunity, an opening. He took it, he buried. There is shot, top shelf, to make it 4-3 White with 10:40 left here in the third period. Unassisted on the goal. We just got the confirmation. Now Jack Jones tries to get the puck on to CJ Parisi. Two teams exchanging in the neutral zone, and finally that puck crossed into the zone. A little behind the first White jersey with 10-12 left here in the third period. Taylor, White really come back strong after being down 3-0 early. We weren't sure the way this game was going to go, and White has charged back and been impressive here.
Yeah, we saw Red jump out to a quick 2-0 lead. We went down to talk to Matt Carr, thanks to Tyler Aki. We got a little interview there, our first one, I believe, who was a little disappointed in his efforts there, and the Red team putting up a couple quick ones on him. But since then, White has played better. Better than Red. They've really come back strong, attacking in droves, really. I mean, we've seen the ice almost seemed tipped in favor of White, at least since the drop of the puck here in the third. Of course, Zach Staffy in on the forecheck. Oh, little give and go attempt just out of reach of Staffy.
Red putting some pressure on, looking for that game-tying goal.
Maybe we spoke too soon.
Here's Purcell. He was looking for a hot pass with Staffy. Now far side corner, trying to dig it out. There's Luke Napleton. He hadn't had a chance to talk much about him tonight. But St. Rita product, a senior. Coach raves about his character. Really grown into a complete hockey player for the Mustangs. And a key component of their season. Now here's White. He takes a shot, backdoor, getting post to post. Nice save, keeping that puck out of the net by Wurzbacher.
Dylan Walker all over the ice so far to start the third.
He's been impressive all game long.
Yeah, he really has.
The Maine Township product. Face-off draw won by White. Botvinnik spins, shoots wide. Collected by McKay, tries to get it in front. Now a stretch pass just out of the reach of Zach Pierce. That will be an icing. .840 to go. Face-off draw to come back in the red zone. It'll be Max Pasanek St. Ignatius doing the draw. He wins it. Now McKay tries to get it out in front. No one home for Team White. Back the other way comes Red. Here comes Ruffalo. Ruffalo looks. Loses the puck. A shot. That one wild and deflected by Campisi. And we're going to have a hand pass. That's going to bring a pause to that play.
Want to clarify there, it's Sam Ruffalo. I wish the actor Mark Ruffalo was on the ice tonight. Yeah. Sam Ruffalo.
My apologies, Sam.
Senior forward.
Although I suppose it's not the worst thing to be
No,
compared to.
yeah, hey. Sign me up.
This puck comes in deep, tried to get it out in front, couldn't get it there, just keeping it in. Nice play by Sean Herber, another St. Ignatius product. Self-described defensive defenseman. Obviously can score and plays on the score sheet, but wow, what a move by Ruffalo there.
He just pulled that through his ankles.
Now Mark,
wow, that
roll
was
off.
an impressive piece of stick work.
Mark roll off, trying to make a play in behind the net. Away with it once again, was going to be the red team. Maybe the most physical interaction we've seen all night there in the middle of the
We got
ice.
some cheers from that too.
Now drop pass Ruffalo, cross ice. I don't think Campisi expected the pass. Just missed his stick. Now comes Herber. Here comes Herber. He's got Botvinnik. He'll carry the puck into the zone, drops the puck, tries to get it back from Lewis. He can't. Back comes Ruffalo for red. This puck missing Luke Lewis. Will it make it for icing? It won't. Will be played by Brian Dolby. And trying to carry it out now is Magnus Syverston, the new Trier product. Back and forth these two teams go. It's kind of settled into a rhythm here. Now both teams, I think, are starting to lock in.
The passing
game
has
total
certainly picked up. We're getting some crisp passes, a couple great opportunities.
As you say it,
some nifty.
A little bit of an errant pass, of course.
Nifty stick work.
White comes back. Good stick from Brian Dolby. Not to let that puck get into the slot. Luke Lewis was waiting there for it, hoping maybe for that hat trick. Not on this attempt. Here's Davis. Davis carries, tries to go through a defender, can't do it. Carried on. And it'll be Eisenstark, about face, turns around. And plays Anthony Kloss. Eisenstark with a little bit of space. He'll go stretch up. And just out of the reach of Matt Dahlke, but he's able to collect that puck. Dolby takes it away from him.
Evan
GBN new Trier action.
Back turnover
Now
there.
taken away by Walker. He's been incredibly active, Taylor. One of the more impressive players on the White side here tonight. Had an outstanding game. Clearly showing some skill in representing Maine Township. Here's a chance, and into the glove.
Evan Isenstark, another one of those SHL defensemen we get the pleasure of seeing quite frequently. GBN senior defenseman. We got to watch him along with his Spartan teammates last night in their Game 2 matchup, but a towering two-way piece on that blue line for the GBN Spartans, and head coach Evan Polakidis relied upon in almost all situations. Just a huge piece to that Spartan back end, playing quite nicely tonight.
5:15 left here in the period. A little bit dangerous pass there from Brett Stokes across his defensive zone, gets away with it. His line mate Liam Jones is able to force it out into the neutral zone. Kevin Pearsall takes it there, missing his intended target. That time it was Charlie Altuian. Now here comes Team White. Here's a shot and scores! Marco Rovito makes it 5-3 Team White in what was a little bit of a shaky moment for Evan Wurzbacher.
Neuqua Valley senior forward just slides that puck through the 5-hole, kept the shot hard and on the ice the entire time.
So 5-3 Team White. with 5 unanswered goals now in this game. So with 4:45 left in the third period, it's really in control is Team White. We're going to send it down to Tyler Aki one more time, who's standing by with a couple of Barrington Broncos on their experience so far here tonight.
With the Barrington guys, Jack Jones and CJ Parisi. All right, first of all, you two are teammates. What's it like playing an all-star game with each other?
I mean, we already know how to play with each other, so it just gives us one hand up. I mean, it's really fun.
I think that I got to thank him for being here, all the success we've had and that I've had personally. He's had so much to do with, so I mean, it's just a good feeling to be out here with him playing together.
So, you guys go to Barrington High School, all right? I'm gonna list off 3 Barrington alums. You gotta tell me which one's your favorite, all right? So you got a goalie, Craig Anderson. There's your hockey player. You got Kristen Cavallari and Gary Fensick, an '85 Bear. Which is your favorite?
Definitely Craig Anderson, just because he made it to the NHL. So it's just kind of cool to say that he got it.
I mean, same here. We have his jersey up in the school and everything. I mean, we walk past it before we go to gym class every day.
It's a chalk answer for you 2 hockey players.
Yeah, it was kind of basic. That's all we got.
Kristen's my favorite. Yeah. Married to Jay Cutler. That's good stuff. All right. You guys don't watch Barry Cavallari? No?
No.
You're missing out. All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Tyler. Guys clearly having a good time on the ice, and unfortunately down 5-3, and I think we'll take the last few minutes of this game, see if Red can find a way back in it. Really, Jack Jones, CJ Parisi, 2 outstanding hockey players, and really led that resurgence of the Barrington program over the last couple of years, but especially this year. Here's a shot into the glove of Wurzbacher. Craig Anderson, proud Barrington alum, did not know that. That is good stuff from Tyler Aki doing his research.
Sure is.
But we certainly thank Tyler.
Craig actually played as a kid for the Glenview Stars youth team before ultimately heading down to Barrington.
Here's a shot deflected. Big save. Wurzbacher to keep his red team in the game with 2:45 left here in the third period.
I have to agree with Tyler that I don't know if he'd be my favorite of the 3.
It's been a loose atmosphere. Tyler just doing an outstanding job between the bench. Honestly,
it's fun having him down there.
Honestly, folks, we thought of this idea about 20 minutes before the broadcast started. Tyler couldn't make the girls' game earlier, or else we probably would have done the same thing. Had to work, arriving here for the boys' game, but thought of this idea, and we're happy to bring it to you. But for this specialty occasion, here in this AHAI 31st edition boys All-Star game. Now 2:19 to go. We'll keep an eye, see how aggressive Team Red wants to be if they want to try to win this game. It's been all Team White the last 2 periods. Skating in, here's a forehand, backhand opportunity by Pasianek. But not able to take it home. Thomas Davis being a pest in the neutral zone, trying to slow down this Team Red team that's pushing a little bit. Campisi steps in the way of that puck. Backhanded shot opportunity from Napleton. Not able to finish it there. Back the other way comes White. Here comes Davis with speed in space. He goes wide. Gets steered off the puck by Dolby. Tries to get it in towards the slot. Can't score. Minute 30 left in the game. Sprink wide. Dolby can't quite handle that pass. 1:21 left in the third period now, and it's looking more and more like Team White's going to come out on top here. Unless Team Red can muster some miracle here at the end. Here's Davis. He looks, he shoots. That one blocked in front by Syverston. Here's another shot. And Wurzbacher sees that one whizzes by. Here's a chance in the slot, a follow-up. And can't score there. It was certainly Luke Lewis. Had his eyes on that hat trick. Couldn't find it 50 seconds ago here in the third period. Winding down, Evan Eisenstark playing in behind his net. Now taking the puck is Charlie Ackery. Had a 9-point series against Carmel earlier in the week. in that first round matchup between New Trier and Carmel in the SHL playoffs. So certainly coming into this game on a high. Here's 23 seconds left in the third period. So Team White is going to come out on top here in the boys game. So what an event we've had here tonight. Thank you for joining us. One last gasp here for Team White, trying to pad the stats. We're under 10 seconds. Looking up ice. Inside of 5, Red with one last chance here. Here's a shot, scores with 2 seconds to go.
Comment section will love
Charlie
that little
Acri.
New Trier action.
You're right, the 2 points there at the end with 2 seconds left. And 5-4 White, and it looks like both of our games here tonight, 1-goal games. What outstanding games we had between the girls' game earlier.
There's some great competition, great atmosphere, great compete level. These kids are obviously having fun and
You
working
can tell
hard
how
out
much
here.
fun they're having, too.
Oh, absolutely.
So with 2 seconds left, I don't really see the scenario where Red could tie it. But we want to give great thank yous here to the wonderful staff at the Edge Ice Arena, giving us everything we need to broadcast these games. Thank you very much to them. That's our final. Team White 5, Team Red 4. Taylor, what a show we saw here tonight. Girls game, but this boys game as well was just outstanding.
This was a lot of fun, and yeah, you mentioned it. The girls game was awesome as well. Just fun to be able to observe and witness the top talent in the state of Illinois. Not sure many of those listening to the boys game were listening to the girls, but only 6 seniors in the girls game. The vast majority of the girls being sophomores and juniors, so a lot of young talent there. Not a single freshman and sophomore here, but we know the top end talent is right here on the ice for us in this boys game. Plenty from GBN, plenty from New Trier, Loyola, GBS, Hinsdale Central, BGHW, Bennett Academy, you name it. They have kids out here that are competing upcoming for the state playoffs.
I'd be remiss if we didn't send out a couple more thank yous, a couple of key people that help us put this broadcast on. Gretchen Cockey of the AHAI, really appreciate her help putting this broadcast on.
Thanks, Gretchen.
Ned Forsberg as well of AHAI, being a great resource as we put all this on. Really appreciate them as well. One last time, we do want to thank our great sponsors here on the SHL Game of the Week. CCTY Bearing, OPRF Hockey, Stormy's Tavern and Grill, Cognitive College Advising, I really am stuck. Do you have any guesses here?
I thought Walker had a great evening.
He did. He was outstanding.
Zach Staffy would be another one of my choices. I wouldn't go with a goaltender tonight. Not that they played poorly. It's an all-star game, but
they had a rough one, that's for sure. Couple of spin-arounds, that's for sure.
You could go with Barrington's Jones.
And it's William DeCaro. Great.
Wow.
Hadn't thought about that one, but had a scoreless first period.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And he was outstanding in that first, and he is your game MVP. Congratulations, William DeCaro of Oak Park River Forest. Very deserving.
I didn't even think about that one.
So that will just about do it for us here from the Edge Ice Arena. As you see, DeCaro gets to take a picture, shake a hand. And we'll see if I shouldn't say that. We'll see if Tyler Aki can get our game MVP down on the ice. Well, looks like he will get a chance to speak with him. So
excellent.
We'll quickly send it down to Tyler Aki as the two teams come off the ice.
That's with William DeCaro. So William, you win the MVP of this game. You're a goalkeeper. You had a great period out there. What was so fun about playing in this All-Star game?
Well, that everybody out there is, it's really good. It's really high level. And it's just everybody's, a really good, player, I guess. Yeah.
What's the coolest part for you, where you're with all these fantastic players out there, and you're the one that's been named MVP?
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I'm kind of shocked, to be honest, because like, I mean, dude, like some of the Nutrier kids, some of the GBN kids, you know, is special, I guess. I don't know.
So they give you this jersey here. You get to keep it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it after?
Probably just keep it in a closet full of old hockey jerseys.
Add one to the stash, huh? All right. Congratulations and best of luck moving forward.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tyler, for catching up to Caro on the ice.
It's
Clearly-
a cool honor.
clearly
It's a
surprised
cool honor.
and-
Yeah,
but
I
deserved it.
I think so too. Yeah. I mean, you're right. Scoreless first period. The only goalie to be scoreless tonight. And he mentioned being a little surprised, humbled, but a very cool honor for William DeCaro. There are some fantastic players out here on the ice. Some fantastic rivalries, some friendships out here. Just a fun evening.
No doubt about it. Once again, thank you to everybody here at The Edge, everybody at the AHAI that helped us put this on. Our great cameraman, Matt Budin, who did both games for us here tonight. Tyler Aki, doing all the behind the bench interviews, doing a fantastic job, bringing you lots of color at home. We thank him for his help as well. Jimmy the Wiz Olsen, always on the technical board for us, does a great job. All the great graphics, the intro video. Hope you enjoyed all of it here tonight. Alongside Taylor Amelt, I am Max Anderson. Thank you for joining us here tonight, and have a great rest of your night. And we will talk to you again soon, right here on your home for SHL Hockey YouTube Live.